want to tell my friends and family more often that like I love them. So I texted Sam saying I'm proud of you and I love you, and she responded, "What?" Like, that was so rude.
When you think about what you want to do with your life, what comes up for you?
She's just like a brick wall. Like when you came at Panther, she's like, "Oh."
And it's like created this mentality that like making a living means that you really are living to work. Hello everybody, welcome back to the pod. It's just us here again today because I feel like you guys low-key like it. I feel like the people like when it's just us.
Yeah, you guys like the rants.
We get more views on them.
Yeah, you like the rants.
I feel like when we have guests on other than Roman and Francie, like we love having our guests, but like
we can say ruthless shit when it's just us two.
No matter how much we know the guest, like other than Roman and Francie who are recurring guests, everyone else we don't like know them really, really well. So it's like you don't know if they're always going to be receptive to like the way that you speak, right? So anyways, let's get right into it with weekly updates. I'm bursting at the fucking seams to talk about Love Island because it is Love Island USA this year is probably one of the greatest TV shows in
it's
fucking
literally
history.
Blowing up. Like it's blowing every other show out of the water.
It.
Yeah.
First of all, Love Island. So Casa Amor. That was like a pivotal point. I don't think Aaron likes Kaylor.
No.
And it's not just from his behavior at Casa Amor, it's from the way that he handled it after he came back. Mm-hmm. Like, he cried when Rob was about to leave.
Yeah, he's
and you did not shed a tear. And he was just standing there with his mouth open the whole time, like
his mouth.
He looks like a
fish out of water. His mouth
looks like he's about to stick to a fish tank and like succulating on it.
His mouth, but I was literally I'm the only one bothered by his mouth. I went on Reddit the other day when I was watching him, like Aaron's mouth. I literally put that Aaron Love Island's mouth. It's like this all the time. Like there's two teeth, just like it's like why are you doing that? He looks confused all the time. Also, he gives me the ick. Like he was in Casa Amor, he was hugging Rob, and his face was like that on his shoulder. His feet were up on he just gives me man baby. He gives me man child.
He seemed like a sweet guy, like a very sweet, like soft man. But now it's giving like
gaslighting. And I saw that he told like him and Kaylor were literally fighting. He's like, okay, you know what? I love you, okay? Like, and he's like, okay, kind of just like to end the fight. He like said he loved her, but like
he kind of babies her.
How do you say I love you to someone while you're like that's so the first time you tell someone that you love them, it's when she's mad at you / like trying to get answers out of you, and you're just saying that to kind of like almost blockade like the fact that she's pissed off at you because you know that she's gonna like be so happy that you said that. Yeah. Her age shows a little bit too, Kaylor.
I'm all for like wearing your emotions on your sleeve, but you can't cry every time you talk to him because he's not going to take you seriously.
No. And then get back with him like 2 seconds later.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say. The way that the fire in my heart was burning when he came back and she was like, I want to hate you. And I'm like, are you?
Yeah. Like, get away from me. Like
I would like, I want to hate you, but don't follow me. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
She needs to get out of that island. She needs to get off. She needs therapy. Sorry. Like, she needs to, like, talk to somebody about what happened because she's not processing it well. And even if they do, like, get together on the outside, she won't.
Keep in mind, whoever's watching this is before movie night. So we don't know what's going to happen on movie night. If she watches a clip of him doing what he actually was doing with Daniela and stays with him, I'm not watching it anymore. Like, straight up.
People will hate her.
At that point, it's like,
yeah, people will hate her. I want to say something else. Harrison comes in. I have a huge crush on Harrison. Harrington? Harrison? His name's Harrison.
Harrington?
No, Harrison. Did you watch Love Island After Sun?
No, I don't watch that.
They shows two new bombshells are coming in. They're old contestants. Harrison, the blonde with the blue eyes, a really good looking one.
Oh my God,
I have a massive crush on that guy. Like, wow.
And who else?
And Cassie, like Leo's Cassie. It was kind of, she's like two iconic Islanders, and Harrison's not iconic. Like, he was there for like literally 3 seconds. Like,
yeah, but people always talked about how Harrison like was literally a god, and nobody like he didn't end up with anybody for some reason.
That Emily girl.
Whom?
She like really black, long hair, big lips. You know, I she was kind of irrelevant.
That's what I mean.
Ugh, he's good looking, but he has his Alan Catherine, the girl from Casa Amor, like
Okay, stop. That's actually rude.
Not rude.
I think she has no substance. I'm sorry.
That's what I
so
mean. She's just like a brick wall. Like when the camera pans her, she's like, oh.
Okay, no, not in a mean way.
No,
I
not
just
in a mean
don't
way. Not
think...
even to their look.
No,
she's
no.
like literally looks like nothing's going. Like
no,
she's
but
just...
I think that she's like aware she's on TV. That's how it seems. Like she seems. I feel like most of the other people are like they've gone used to the fact that like the cameras are hidden, so they're fine or whatever. But I think she's like almost like super aware, and like I don't know. Everything she says sounds like a line.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think any of the cast of girls are going to be making it very far.
No, Sierra's going to be gone. I think Rob is going to like leave the island and go back to Andrea.
Yeah.
I really do think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, he doesn't like that girl, I don't think.
No. And she likes him a lot. I feel bad. She's very pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Anyways, so another weekly update is I know I've been talking to you guys and we've been talking about how this last year I've incorporated habit tracking a lot. And like every month, I've already said this, every month I add a new set of habits or like a new habit or switch out an old habit to see if I can go for 30 days by implementing that habit. And if I do, then it sticks. So last month I did walking, and I know that seems like really simple. Like a lot of people walk, like whatever, you walk your dog, but I'm talking about like actual intentional walking. Like you go on a walk by yourself without your dog. Like I'll walk the dogs too if they're at my house, but like other than walking the dogs, because I'm walking the dogs for them. I'm like stopping, I'm pulling them, I'm picking up their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Going on intentional walks for me and at least walking like 7 to 8K steps a day. And it's really been revolutionary.
Yeah, walking that changes your life.
Like it's really been revolutionary. Like I'm just walking. I just, in my head, I feel like I look like this, but I don't. But I feel like I just like look like...
Everything's like brighter when you intentionally walk.
And I look at a leaf and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, when you intentionally walk and actually take in the surroundings, like everything actually seems like more lively. Like even like the most...
Dude, I feel like I'm Snow White. No, I actually like I'm Snow White. The birds come flying near me. I see bunnies every time I walk. I'm not joking. I see bunnies every time I walk, and yesterday I saw a fox.
Yeah.
Like maybe 7 feet away from me. The fox was right there. And then right after the fox, I saw a little bunny hopping along. And I'm like, I'm literally Snow White right now. And so every day I've been walking. Some days I don't get to 7 to 8K steps. But either way, I've made it a non-negotiable. I'm either walking right in the morning or on my lunchtime or whatever. And it's really just like helped clear my head. And it's weird because there are a lot of people who walk already and like make walking a thing. But there are a lot of people who don't. And like almost like it's almost like it's... what's the word? They underrate walking.
Yeah.
They'll go like power lift, weightlift, yoga, and like, yeah, cool, those things are great too. I do those things as well sometimes. But if you walk every day, like not even just for your health, but just for your like mental, I don't know. I've been finding that it really helps.
I find that like because now I have 2 dogs, like I have, especially Buff, like the one we rescued, like he has to be walked. Like he can't just like pee on a pee pad. Like even when I don't feel like walking, like they make me want to walk, but I make my walks with my dogs intentional too. Like I'll like have them like kind of like on our small park area, like have them kind of around me where I can still see them. But I'll like lay in the grass and I'll just like soak in like whatever's around me when I'm walking them. Like I try to like not be on my phone. Like I'm intentional when I actually walk, and it actually is a life changer. And I've been going to the pond and just kind of like sitting there. I'm reading The Surrender Experiment, which is so old. I feel like everyone has read that, like, but me. But I'm just starting it, and I really like it. It's kind of slow at first.
I told you, you need to. It's slow later in the episode, I'll talk about a book that you need to read.
It's slow at first because it's more like a story of someone's life that has kind of life lessons in it, which is like nice. But I'm kind of just like, okay, where's like the practical, like the things? No,
where's like the aha moment? There isn't.
That's what I mean. Like he's talking about how his meditation was like revolutionary, and how like the premise of it is to like let go and to stop kind of hanging on to things and just kind of like letting go of things, which like after I've read a few chapters, like I've been starting to implement, but I'm not really getting like it's
more of a holistic like approach. You have to think about the book as a whole. Like what would he do in this moment? Like
I do want to finish it though. I don't want to just like discard
I didn't finish it. Really? I got like really far and I was just like, this is like not going anywhere for me. For everyone's different.
I'm starting to feel the same. That's why like I really want to, one of my habits is I really want to start reading, and like I really actually enjoy, like last night I read at like 11 p.m. I just like felt like reading, so I picked it up, and I'm not going to set times to read. Just when I feel like it during the day, I'll do it. But I don't know. I started reading. I'm like, fuck, I can feel myself getting bored. Not bored, but like, I feel myself.
Like so I stopped. I'm not going to force myself to read. Because I know what books, like, I actually like. I like books that are straight to the point. Some people don't like them because they're not like intellectually stimulating.
I don't like storybooks. I don't like.
No, I like books like Atomic Habits. Very tangible. Have you read that? You need to
No.
read that. That is why I've been implementing this habit thing for this whole year, because I finished reading that in December or into January, and then I started doing all of this like habit tracking and like just like little tips and tricks that like I feel like someone who reads very intellectual books will be like, this is like common fucking sense. I didn't need a book to tell me this, which is probably true. But like for someone like me, I just feel like I don't process, like I don't always process things thoroughly. So when I'm reading a book that says things that is common sense, like, oh, put your water bottle in a place
I know, I
where
like that too.
you'll actually drink it. Well, you'll see it and you'll drink it. It's like, duh, but like because the book is like telling you to do it and you're stringing together a bunch of like tangible thoughts and habits, you're like, oh, these all make sense and correlate.
Yeah, we'll try that one. I know I tried Untethered Soul. I really, really like that.
That one was good.
I thought it'd be similar, but it's too like slow for me, so I'm gonna have to switch. And then
he talks about too many names in that book. In the Surrender Experiment, he's like Bob from geometry class and Bill.
yeah,
from,
it's like I don't really care. But what's that one that I don't want to grow up one that you were?
Yeah, well, I'll get to that later. It's really fucking good. But to my point about walking, the other day, another thing I've been trying to do from time to time is like create adventure. Like I just want to create more adventure in my life, and it doesn't need to be like hopping on a plane and going somewhere like every week, every month, like every 3 months. Like sometimes that's not realistic, but just making an adventure out of your morning, like literally out of your morning or out of your day. Like I was gonna go work from the beach the other day, but Fran flopped. So
I worked from the pool. Like it was a really nice day.
Huh?
It was a nice day that day. Went to the pool.
So I made a little adventure for myself where I went to this like lake near my house instead of the beach. But what I did was I spent 2 hours in the morning going to the lake, walking around the lake. I sat on the grass. I like whatever, did some like self-care shit. So I was like, cool, made a little adventure out of it. And then I was thinking like another adventure / something I want to do is be more outdoorsy with like activities and like sports just for fun.
So can I hop on your adventure point?
Yeah.
I think we discredit or like don't realize how much adventures around us, even like where we live. Like
that's why I literally went to Lake Wilcox.
yeah, but we think that.
No, but like I went to Lake Wilcox. If for those of you who don't know, it's literally just like a lake / community / park / I don't even know, like
like a walking trail.
It looks like a cottage area though, and there's like a walking trail and you can walk on the water. But anyways, it's near our house and like it's literally like not even 5 minutes from my house, and I never really go there. But when I went there, it was like 7 a.m. So it was so quiet. It was like very few people there, and it was really good.
Yeah, I just feel like there's things like, remember we went to that hike and we saw that like rope where people were jumping into the lake? Like it was literally hidden.
Felt like we were in like Banff.
Bridge of Terabithia. Like it was literally like a rope that you swing into a lake. I don't know. I like making more of adventure. And I also saw this thing on TikTok, like this lady was talking. She's like, if you feel like all you do is just work and then go to bed and like you don't really have time to yourself, make time in those mornings, in those like nights, or even like in between work to do adventurous stuff. Like even if it's just something small, like going to a lake or like sitting on a grass. Like, I don't know. It just feels like you have more time in the day for yourself, which will like prolong your days rather than waking up, going to work, going to bed and like brushing your teeth, whatever. You know what I mean?
And also schedule your adventures.
No, like I don't agree with that.
I like to schedule them in on busy days. Like if I know like Monday, I knew I was going to have a busy day. So I was like, I want to make sure like I do something for myself. So I literally scheduled in adventure. I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I don't know.
I think for me that then makes it pressure because like in my schedule, it's like another thing that I have to do. Like I just want to like, if I feel like doing it, I just want to get up and do it.
Yeah, that too. There's 2 different ways you can approach it. But like I wanted to put in my schedule to make sure I did it. Because I feel like I kept being like, oh, whatever, I'll do something else. And it was my schedule. I was like making sure I did it, and I went and I did it. But anyways, while I was there, I was like, I kind of want to try like activities. Like this is kind of weird, but I was watching kids play outside the other day. Not like legit watching them. I was on the balcony, and I guess school's out. Because I was like, why are all these kids outside at like 12?
Yeah, summer.
And I was like, oh yeah, school's out. And they were just so like happy and like just fucking like playing and like just like frolicking in the grass. And I was like, wow, I miss those like childlike experiences. And then one of the dads came out and told the daughter that she has to go to dance or something like one evening. And I was like, I literally remember that being me. And I'm like, why does that need to stop right now? Like, I think that we should always like strive to implement playfulness in our adult life, but it's sometimes hard because it, like you said, it almost feels like another thing on your list.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to do like something like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like right now for me, life is getting like very serious and like there's just like so many responsibilities that I need a little bit of that sort of extracurricular in my life again.
Mm.
So I was thinking about joining a canoe club.
Canoe, like in a boat?
Yeah.
Is there such thing?
Yeah, literally when I went to Lake Wilcox, I saw people out on the water at like 7 a.m. and I was like, what the fuck? So I kept walking towards them.
How do you know it's a club though?
Because it said Richmond Hill Canoe Club on their kayaks.
So they just take a canoe and go?
So I looked
Is
it
it a
up.
sport?
Yeah, it's like a recreational sport. You can do competitive too. Like fucking canoe like this.
Yeah, but
What do you mean?
is there practice?
That's what they were doing at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Oh.
So it was a bunch of like grown men and women in canoes, probably before work. And they just went out into the water as the sun's rising and shit.
Pretty cool.
And like, I was like, I kind of want to do that. And then I think about what's stopping me. And it's nerves. Like, because like, as an adult, how do you go in there and make friends and talk to people? People are probably there with like somebody else. And like,
It's probably actually easier to do that now because everyone just knows that like you know, I don't know. I feel like it's easier now to just do that because everyone has the same motive or goal. It's just to do something outside of work that makes them happy. I want to start tennis. We should start tennis. Just after work, go. There's so many tennis courts near our house.
I actually am good at tennis.
Yeah, that's why I still play soccer, and I've had so many like in the back of my mind, like, oh, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to go to soccer practice. But then I have that itch where it's like I used to fucking love going to soccer when I was younger, and I used to be really like a lot better at it. But like it used to be something that like actually brought me joy, and it still brings me joy. So that's why like I don't want to like stop or like be like, oh, I don't want to go. I'm so tired. Like that's why I don't want to stop that. I really like doing it. But I'd be down for like tennis or something. Or even like boxing. I don't know. Like I want to do something else as well.
I want to do something not in the gym because I go to the gym anyways,
like
naturally by
outdoorsy.
myself. Like something outdoorsy.
I think tennis is good.
We should do canoe club.
I mean, I don't know if I'd do canoe club.
Why? You're out in the water.
I like not. I already do a team sport, so I want to do something.
It's not team.
Canoe is you.
No, you're like an individual racer.
You have your own canoe. No.
What do you mean? You think they're all in the same canoe?
I thought it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 people in the canoe.
No. No. It's a kayak. You know those, like the one-person kayak where you sit in the middle?
So it's a kayak club or a canoe club?
Well, it's a canoe club, but it looks like a kayak.
Oh, so it's one person.
Yeah.
On the water, like I think I'd rather just do tennis.
Okay, well, I'm going to do the canoe club.
Okay. I want to mention something that I thought was funny. I've been in a mood lately where like I want to tell my friends and family more often that like I love them. So I texted Sam saying I'm proud of you and I love you, and she responded, "What?" Like that was so rude.
Because I knew you were probably doing some sort. I knew it was probably more for you than for me. So I was like,
it wasn't though. What a selfish thing to say. And like,
how was
that
rude. Selfish?
Like, why not just say like thanks, love you too?
I did say that
after you said what like
because I thought you texted the wrong person.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, I texted Mel too, and I think she said like, "Is this a joke or something?" I was
yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, that's kind of like.
Well, maybe that should maybe that tells you more about you than the other person.
Not really. I'm just not lovey-dovey. It is kind of rare, for randomly, to a friend.
Not really. Some people are actually nice to each other, and they say those things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have friends to me that say they love me. Often. They'll be like, "Oh, I love you."
And me and Mel aren't like that. Like, we don't say love you.
Okay. It was like 10 p.m. at night. I was like, it was 10 p.m. at night, and she texted me that, and I was like, she's fucking dying. Like, I'm confused. What's happening here?
Anyways.
Another thing is I'm craving going to Paris. I don't know if it's because the fucking Paris Olympics are like all over my feed, but I'm just like, I want to just like go.
I've never really been intrigued to go there.
We've been there.
I don't remember.
You don't remember going there?
I have.
You don't remember seeing the Mona Lisa?
I remember.
Or the Arc de Triomphe.
It's like a fever dream. What the is that?
The Arc? The Arch?
I remember the pointy thing.
Louvre? Le Louvre?
The Louvre.
That's where the Mona Lisa is.
I remember the Mona Lisa, kind of. Like, I don't remember anything else. I don't remember Paris at all. I remember seeing our French cousins and jumping off.
You don't remember the Eiffel Tower sparkling?
Yeah, we have a picture of me kissing you in front of it. I don't remember anything else, though.
I don't know. I just feel like Paris is so, like...
I've heard very hit or miss about Paris.
Yeah, some people say it's, like, really dirty and, like, not cute.
Not dirty, just, like, kind of just, like, overrated. I want to go to Spain really bad.
Croissant in Paris with some, like, hot chocolate?
I want to go to Spain.
Yeah.
Really bad.
All right, is that all your weekly updates?
Yep.
So, I want to talk about everything showers.
Okay.
I heard someone talking about an everything shower and how it takes them 45 minutes. And I was like, and how they use all these products and blah, blah. And I was like, am I missing something? Am I doing everything wrong? Could I be more cute and clean and like,
Takes me 45 minutes.
what? Okay, if you're not washing your hair.
Yeah. This is my everything shower. So ideally,
You're telling me the water is
listen,
running for 40
ideally,
No.
No,
Okay.
can you listen?
Wait, no. Is the water running for 45 minutes or like the entire thing?
my shower is probably 25
Okay.
to 30, depending on how
It's
I
not
feel.
45-minute shower though.
But
and if that's the case, I feel bad for the water bill. Like,
this is my
literally.
everything shower. Ideally, I'm hairy because like that's how this is supposed to start. I've been waxing recently, which is like I don't know how I have not waxed more often in my life. Like, okay, actually, story time for a second. I went to this lady in Richmond. I'm not going to name drop her, but like I was really disappointed because I heard really good things about her, and like she ended up being really bad.
Does it start with an L?
Yeah, for me, bad for me. I went. It was.
I
And this
had
was,
the same bad experience at this.
this was for
person.
Italy. Okay, it was a pretty big fucking deal. And I go get my waxing, and like, yeah, I'm like, first day it looks great. The second day, my bikini line looked like hickeys all over. It was disgusting. It was bruised, and I had hair there, like ingrown hairs. And I was like, I started crying. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is embarrassing. I'm gonna put a bikini and I have two lines here. Even mom was like, oh my god. I look at my legs. There's little hairs growing out. I literally want to start crying. I'm like, I
Did
have
you
to
call
call
them?
No, what the hell is she gonna do? Make my hair grow back and then wax it off again? Like there was no point in that. So like whatever, I was putting arnica cream because I heard that like stops bruising all over my bikini line, and like it went away before like by the time I got to Italy, but I just felt really insecure the whole trip. Like my legs were not smooth, like at all. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And then I went to my Chinese lady that I go to all the time at Glow Beauty Nail, and oh my god, my wax has lasted me nearly 2 weeks. I'm still not hairy. Anyways, find a good wax lady. I
go to the nail salon too to do it.
It makes a huge difference.
I went to the same girl that you went to because I heard she was good.
Quick does not mean good. Like literally, quick does not mean good.
She was waxing my bikini line while talking to her husband on the phone. I'm not joking. She was like this. She was like, "Yep, I'll be home by 7. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just with my last client." And I'm like, she was like, "Sorry, honey, hold on. Just don't worry. Don't hold your breath." And then she keeps going. I'm like, dude, you're literally fucking talking to your husband as you're waxing my bikini line and you're missing a bunch of places.
Yeah.
And then she burnt me with the wax. She was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry,
that's why she
honey."
burnt me too.
She goes, "I'm so sorry, honey." And I'm like,
Yeah,
dude.
anyways, so finding a wax lady, but as I was saying, I've been waxing, but let's just say I wasn't waxing. So I'd go into the shower and obviously I'd let the water run and then I exfoliate everything and then I shave everything. Am I washing my hair?
Yeah.
Okay, then I shave everything and then so I don't shave then. Sorry, I exfoliate everything and then I shampoo my hair and then I condition my hair and I leave the conditioner in while I shave everything. After I shave everything, I wash my hair and then I put my body cream on, my body moist, like my body lotion, what's it called? Body soap, body wash on. Then I go out of the shower. I put my body moisturizer on and my oil, like body and oil.
Oil.
Body moisturizer and body oil.
Like a spray?
Yeah. And then I'll do my eyebrows. I'll do my upper lip. I raise my face. And then sometimes I'll like do my self-tan, like spray self-tan. Then sometimes I'll do the individual lashes over here. And that's my everything shower. But people are like, they have a bunch of products, but they look really good. Like one girl on TikTok like oils her whole body. Like literally
I saw that.
oils her whole body.
This is my everything shower. And I have it in my notepad, like on my notes. Because like I don't want to forget this everything shower because this is my best routine for everything shower. First things first, you take off your clothes and you dry brush your body.
Oh yeah.
So I've been dry brushing. I stopped for a sec because I have like the keratosis pilaris stuff on my arms. And I think it was irritating it more than it was helping it. Like it was scraping off the dead skin, but like I think I was doing it too often and it started to like make the bumps red. Anyways, you're gonna dry brush ideally. It also helps with cellulite if you dry brush and if you have like some like dimples or if you have spider veins, like some little like veins, it helps with that. Then we're gonna go in the shower. Then we are going to no. First thing I do is hit my hair. Like I shampoo my hair first, and then I condition my hair, and then I put the Aribe hair mask in my hair, and then I leave that in my hair until I'm done doing everything else. So I do the same shit you do. Exfoliate, shave. The way I shave my shower is actually jokes. My legs like up on the wall.
Yeah,
and then,
you're like this.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Shave. Then after I shave, then I'll go in with the brush in the shower. So I have a dry brush and a wet brush. So I go in with a shower brush after I shave to like wipe off any of those like little like crusties or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put shower oil.
Okay.
Then after the shower, and I take my hair out, whatever, I do lymphatic drainage on my body.
Okay.
So I bought this tool. It's like a wooden tool. It looks like it has a handle, and you just start up here and you start.
It has like little balls on it, right?
No, it literally just looks like a wooden tool. It's like a Brazilian wooden tool, and you just start lymphatic draining your body, and it actually like makes a difference.
Okay.
Like if you start from here and you have to like look up the right way to do it. Like please look it up because like there's all these studies that show you can move water in the wrong direction. It's just like not good. So you move water always towards your lymph nodes or whatever, and it actually makes a difference. You literally look just like
tighter,
just oily and tight and like nice. And then that's my everything shower. I don't know. I was just like hearing these girls talking about it, and they're talking about all these products. I'm like, do you really need all that?
Yeah, it's also.
But then now I just repeated mine. It seems like a lot too.
Yeah. But sometimes like I look at people's products or even like what they wear to bed. I'm like, am I girling enough? Like I don't know.
Oh my!
Like,
have you seen those fucking videos where it's like you go to bed looking, or no, my peel off or my what's it called?
Peel off? Yeah, you go to bed looking ugly, so you wake up hot.
No, you wake up, they take something out of their hair, they take the tape off their mouth.
Yeah, the nose.
They take this nose thing off. They take their face mask off, and I'm like, dude,
each their own. They probably wake up looking really, really good.
come on, you're gonna sleep like that every night next to your.
Well, I mean, I
Roman
doubt
would be like, you literally look like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about having a career versus having a lifestyle. So my question is, when you think about what you want to do with your life, what comes up for you? The context behind this is, let's say there's someone who travels all the time, and there's someone else that says, some of us actually have to work for a living. This mentality kind of insinuates that we all live to work, and it's really skewed the way of life that a lot of us have been trying to live, like more free, more time freedom, and like how we want to actually make our way in this world. So what does making a living actually mean to you?
Making a living would be making money to support me financially and how I live. I mean, making
Not
a living.
really. Like, what is making life or just like living? I don't think that there's a difference between making a living and living, because like I said in that example, you hear how people have said that to me before. If I'm doing something, like an older fellow or person would be like, some of us actually have to work some days, or like, or you, I don't know if a parent has even said that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you're just like chilling or you're like doing something that isn't like working. Some of us actually have to work to make money. Some of us actually have to like go on meetings. And it's like, okay. And it's like created this mentality that like making a living means that you really are living to work.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the way that what making a living should really mean.
So what do you think it should mean?
I think it should mean whatever you want it to mean.
But when I think of making a living,
what does it mean to make your living experience? Think about it. What does it mean to make your living experience?
This is like getting really deep, like really picking it.
This is like, it's kind of all semantics, but at the same time, like basically what do you want to do with your life? And don't think about it as, I want to be a podcaster, or like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to work in marketing. Like, what do you actually want to do with your life? Like, think about the things that make you happy. What do you actually want to do? So I wrote down some things. I literally started like writing scratch notes. I want to spend my time in nature. I want to explore no matter how big or small the adventure is, like I said before. I want to spend time with people and animals that I love. Life for me is about trying good food, traveling to new places. It's about doing fitness, doing yoga, because I love to do it. It's about growing my strength in different ways. It's about monetizing off of my passions to help supplement me doing more of it. So monetizing off the podcast because I love it to help me do more of the podcast. It's about being a listening ear to people because I love giving advice. It's about helping people. It's about looking at good shapes. I don't know what that meant to me. Yeah, but like looking at like architecture and shapes and like just like admiring them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that's weird, but like all these things, I wrote down so much more. Like life is about being comfy on the couch, eating snacks and watching Love Island. Like life is about spending time with Roman. Life is about spending time with my sister and my family. Life is about going to my nonno's house and like my nonna teaching me how to cook. Like these are all like what making a living means to me. It's like making my living experience.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about it that way, it's really like your career, what you choose to do with your life should supplement what you want to do in life. It shouldn't be the other way around. You shouldn't have to work all these other things into like this career that you've just like blindly chosen for yourself because you feel like it's what you need to do.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So what does it mean to you?
You kind of cover most of it, but I think it would also mean for me, a big one's like helping animals or people in need. Like I like to do that. I like to like rescue or like save. Being like a light to people. Being in nature is a big one for me. Trying new food, traveling, having chill days, swimming in my pool. Like I saw this quote, or I actually forgot to mention it on the last episode, where it was like, if your 96-year-old self was living in your 27-year-old, how old are you, 28? 28, 27-year-old body or 25-year-old body, like what would she want to do? Like what would she like crave doing? You know what I mean? And like we are that right now. We are 27, we are 25. So like why not just do it? You know what I mean? Why not just like jump in the pool when we feel like jumping in the pool? Oh, I don't want to get my hair wet. Well, do it anyways, because when you're 95 or like 80, whatever, maybe you won't be able to do that. Or chilling on the couch and eating snacks or being outside in nature. I don't know, like that's what making a living is to me. Like just doing things that like we could do now that maybe we won't get the chance to do. And I don't know, I've been starting to look at work as just like not optional, not optional, but just like
work,
a supplement to my life and not my actual whole life. Because like I can do things like I like my job, but like I can do things that like, again, monetizing off my passions too. Like I can do a lot of things that would make me money and that would still make me happy. The podcast, I have my dog walking, I have my dog sitting, I have whatever, other things on the side that I can do. I can work part-time if I wanted to and still be happy doing what I want to do in life. And that doesn't mean you're not ambitious. Like we said this in another podcast before, you can be ambitious in like different ways in your life. It doesn't always have to be working or striving to like make a living or make good money, etc.
And that's what I mean. And I think that like there are people out there that we need to focus on like their work as their life, like doctors, like lawyers. Like there are just people out there that like they do live to work because they genuinely love that work. But then there are people out there who like to do different things. And this all comes down to the book I read called I Don't Want to Grow Up by Scott Stillman or something. I forget the author, but basically, I finished reading the book that called I Don't Want to Grow Up, and it talks about how you can be successful, feel free, and be fulfilled without having a career, which is a really hard realization for some people, especially me. It's like, how? Then what are you doing? Like that's how like my mentality would usually go. I think it's
also because you have we have influence, not we, but like a lot of people have influence in your life. Like you're not working or making a career or making a full-time salary. And this isn't saying that I don't, this isn't saying, oh, I don't want to like work my job. I don't want to like have a career. It's not saying that. We're thinking more deeply about it. We're not going through motions of just working. We're actually thinking about.
It's not thinking like when someone says, what do you want to do with your life? Your first answer is, I want to be VP. I want to be CEO of this company. Like that's not your first answer.
Well, I mean, that would have been like 3-4 years ago if you asked me that. But then if I really think about it, it's like, is that what?
Same. Really that would have been me too. And it would have been like, I want to be an urban planner for the city of Toronto. That's what I would have said. Like when 18-year-old me, even like 2 years ago me, I would have been like, I want to be a senior PM. I want whatever. You know what I mean? But now I'm just like, whatever comes. And like, I'm always going to be a hard worker. I'm always going to be ambitious. If that means excelling at work, cool, great. If that means excelling my personal life or my personal businesses, cool and great. Like, I'm no longer going to have that mentality where I need to like live to work. I want it to be the opposite. And that's really what this book teaches you about. So.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Can you give it to me?
It's on Audible. You can use it on Audible. I listen to it.
Is there a physical copy I can buy?
Yeah, but like...
I like having physical books.
Okay, I don't know. I listen to it on my walks. But, so let me tell you a little bit...
Oh, you can listen to it?
Yeah.
Is Audible an app?
Yeah. Are you new here? Like, it's Audible.
Do you have to pay for it? Or you pay for the book on the app?
Well, you pay for the subscription to Audible, but you can use mine. So let me give you a little...
It's like a podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a podcast. So this is a synopsis. The book shifts one's perspective on the capitalistic idea of work and life as an adult. The author shares his life experience and his journey toward finding true happiness. Spoiler alert, it doesn't come from a 9 to 5. I read this at a very pivotal point in my life, and I'm grateful to have stumbled upon it. Oh, that was me saying that. Okay, so I read this at a very, like, at a point in my life where I'm just feeling like, what the fuck is my purpose? Because I'm not feeling like I like the work I do. I like the people that I'm around all the time. Like, I like my life, but like, I started to feel at a certain point, like, what actually is my purpose? So after reading this book, I kind of like did this activity where I really dug deep and thought about the things that like I really care about, which were all the things I just listed there. Like, I genuinely care about spending time with my dogs. I genuinely care about like traveling and like adventure and all those things I said. Like, those are the things I really care about. So how can I do more of those at the end of the day to really make me happy and make me feel purposeful and fulfilled? And all those other successes and things will come once you start focusing more on that. And that's really what this book taught you. This guy, like, he worked as an insurance broker, and then he worked as like a bike salesman. But in every job, he was like racking in money. He didn't like start working as an insurance broker and then like try to be the insurance manager and then try to be the insurance CEO or whatever. Like, he wasn't working up the corporate ladder. He was there. He did what he had to do, but he focused on life outside of work. Mm-hmm. And he went to work, and he was successful in everything that he did because his mentality wasn't like obsessive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, that isn't to say that people like who are a doctor, who's a lawyer, I'm just naming like the main professions, like those people, like, if to have that type of job, you need to be very fulfilled from work. You know what I mean? Like, I think
you have to like actually like what you do because you're doing it very important.
But I'm saying that like the people like us, we like what we do. It's just like, is that your life? Being a doctor, that's almost like your life. Like, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't look at you and you're not a marketer. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I think that that's okay. There's some people who are really fulfilled by their job and their job is their life. And then there's some people that aren't. And if you're one of those people that you're not fulfilled just by work, you like your work, but like you feel like you need more, that's okay. Because I'm one of those people. I've always struggled with changing my mind on things. Like, I have so many different certificates because like I want to try so many things. And I've always felt really self-conscious because I'm like, oh, people are going to think like I just like don't know what I want. But that's not the case. I just want to explore different things in life. And I think I'm someone with a lot of passions, and I think that that's okay. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm not I feel like I'm definitely not the only one who feels a bit insecure about that sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So read the book, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it on Audible. I think it'd be good to listen to like on a podcast version.
I just think it was very insightful. And it's probably one of those books where there's people who are kind of like, this is fucking common sense.
There's like two, because my friend sent me another book and it has something to do with your 20s, but it's how, you know how people say like your 30s are your new 20s? This book's basically like, no, it's not. Like, the 30s are not your new 20s. Like, you need to build your life in your 20s. You need to get your career in shape. You got to do this and that. It's funny hearing like this book and then that book was basically saying like you can't live life as an influencer kind of thing. Like, you have to like have a career. You have to like set yourself up with connections. You have to network.
But I agree with that part too.
I do too, but there's like two very different, like,
yeah, there's two very different
spectrums
sides.
and it's kind of like, where are you on, like, because they're both right. They're both correct. They're both like very insightful. It's
your perspective on it. And you just have to have a little bit of both. You have to have the side where you're like, I call it being disciplined, where it's like, I'm going to network, I'm going to schedule my time to do things, et cetera, et cetera. But then you're also going to have that time where it's for yourself and nurturing your inner child and nurturing your self-care. Because if you have only one and not the other, then like there's an imbalance in your life. For me, I feel like I've always just like had discipline, like strive for more, strive for this. And I'm just like putting like those like little moments in life on the back burner and not really appreciating them. Mm-hmm. So I do think you need both.
Cool.
I feel like I just talked for fucking 20 minutes. We're going to end this episode with a little smash or pass because we liked that game last time.
But not from ChatGPT. Is it from ChatGPT?
Yeah. We love ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Okay. Who the fuck is this? PewDiePie?
I think it's a YouTuber from like 2018, if I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Charlie D'Amelio.
Sam.
Pass.
Okay. Come on.
Serena Williams.
Really? Meh? For Serena Williams?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Yeah, the tennis player.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan. Why is that bad?
Why are you not a fan of her, though?
Because I just don't vibe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Intermittent fasting.
Pass.
Smash. Makes you feel good sometimes.
I just feel like that's not healthy for you.
Adult coloring books. Smash.
Smash.
Keto diet.
Pass.
Fucking stupid. Solar energy.
Smash. Environmentally friendly.
Okay, this is fucking stupid.
We cannot go on ChatGPT.
Good thing I have a backup. The last thing I want to get to is girly non-negotiables. Again, this is something I saw on TikTok. So you know how like, you know how people will be like, what's my high maintenance routine to stay low maintenance? And they'll be like, yeah, I'll go and do my fucking Botox, my eyebrows and shit like that. What are your non-negotiables for like
Toes
beauty,
done.
girly stuff?
Toes done.
Yeah.
I think crusty toes.
I definitely, actually, I have my toes done.
Your crusty toes, like, I think just crusty toes on girls and guys is just like gross. Like, get your toes done. I mean, like, not get, but for me,
Just-
like, I tell myself, like, get your toes done. Like, I just like my toes
So that's
done.
your non-negotiable?
I have, yeah, toes are not non-negotiable. Mustache and upper lip are non-negotiable. Sometimes mine
Really?
goes out. Yeah, sometimes I slack, but those are non-negotiables. Hairless legs, just the like, I feel so much more confident when I have no hair on my legs or bikini line. Non-negotiable. And nails.
Be for real.
No, but I'm starting to like like I am starting to implement that. Like my nails need to be done. Like they look, my nubs are nubs, but they're painted and they have shellac on them. Like if you look at them, you're not like
on them?
what?
They have what?
Shellac.
Oh.
You're not looking at my nubs and be like, ew, like at least they're nubs, but they're painted, you know?
Yeah. My non-negotiable is nails. For sure. Like my nails are actually always done.
Mhm.
Tan on my body.
Oh yeah, tan and jewelry. Sorry, jewelry's non-negotiable too. I love jewelry.
Yeah, tan on my body, whether it's fake or real. Right now, it's real. It used to be lashes,
Same.
but now, as you can see, I'm rocking the naked mole rat look because I'm really just trying to. I don't know. I feel like I look older when I wear lashes. Like everyone tells me I look so much younger when I don't wear lashes. So I'm just kind of like trying to embrace the no lash look. Another non-negotiable is every month I get an LED and lymphatic facial, and it's so fucking
I need to
good.
start. Oh my god, massages. Sorry, that's non-negotiable for me. A Swedish massage.
From where?
Richmond Hill. Have you guys are in Richmond Hill?
No. That guy?
Sam, no, but just ignore that one. Like the women there, like, oh my god, like I just felt
What's
like
it called?
Richmond Hill Namaste Massage Therapy. I get my Swedish massage and an Indian head massage every 2 weeks. Kind of a lot. It's kind of expensive, but like my benefits
What is
cover
it?
it. Swedish massage is Swedish all over your body. She has my full body.
I know, but how much is it?
It's 140.
For both?
It's together.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, so she does Swedish, and then she does Indian. Sorry, it's not for both, but the Indian head massage and Indian back massage I got last time. But usually I do Swedish massage, and she does everything. She does gua sha like on your face and on your feet because I have a little bit of scoliosis, so I'm like that's non-negotiable for me is massaging. And oh my god, after I get back from there, I just feel lighter. Just makes you feel good.
Yeah. I need to start getting back into massages, but I do the facial. I try and do it every single month because it keeps my skin like nice and glowy. Another one would be I was gonna say massages, but I don't do that anymore. Therapy. I started therapy.
With a real therapist? Well, because
There's fake therapists.
spiritual
No,
coaches.
like a clinical therapist.
Oh,
Because I need it. So
I
that
couldn't get into it because I couldn't find one that I really, really liked.
the
I
girl.
just-
So you have to. I was just straight up with my therapist. I was just like, she was like, okay, so like whatever. What do you want to talk about? Like, how do you want to start this? Like in the first like convo, and I was like, honestly, I'm shy to talk to other people about my problems. Like I'm really shy, but I'm like I will talk
Was it
in
in person?
circles. It was on the phone, but I'm gonna go see her in person. But she does virtual too. She was like really understanding. I'm like, I'm really shy, but once I start talking about like my issues and like things that are giving me anxiety or like even like happy things, I'm like, I tend to talk in circles because it's almost like word vomit. I always word vomit. And I'm like, I think I need a therapist to help me connect the dots on feeling certain things I'm feeling or like behaving certain ways. I'm like, because I try to and I don't actually know. So that is a new non-negotiable for
Where'd
me.
you find her?
My doctor recommended her because he was like,
Well,
I feel
I
like
want the
you
same
would.
one as you, but like I don't.
Well, he recommended me a bunch and I called so you can call the other ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just feel like where do you start?
Huh?
Where do you start? That's what I mean. There's so much shit.
That's
like
what I told her.
everyone has so much shit when you. But it's like, where do you like? Tell me when you were young. Like, what's the first thing you remember that hurt your feeling? You know what I mean?
No, that's what I told her. I was like, because I literally, there's so much. Obviously, there's so many things that happen in everyone's life. So, like, going to therapy for the first time can be really overwhelming and can really be like, it's almost like you're saying a whole lot of nothing, right? But she will like. Your therapist will start uncovering the layers bit by bit and starting to get to know you. And like sometimes therapists won't be the right fit. Sometimes you're like, okay, you're asking me like redundant questions right now, and like you feel like you're not
the
vibing.
first therapist I got just kept telling me like and how like literally how does it make you feel that like it's like okay like just tell me what's wrong with me.
Yeah, okay, but they're not gonna tell you what's.
I know, but you have to give me something back. Like, don't just tell me how you feel about that.
This therapist was actually like kind of talkative, which I liked because like I don't want to talk the whole time because I feel like you're not listening.
That's what I mean. It's just like I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. That's like a good one.
Alrighty, you guys, that was our episode for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and make sure you like, subscribe, and do all of that sorts of stuff. We have some new branding coming very soon.
Oh yeah, we have a new cover art.
So we're excited for that.
We took pictures in February and like have never used them, so now we're
gonna ramp our branding up a bit. So we're about to do that. Probably by the time this launches, we'll have a new branding. I think maybe we'll see, but if not, stay tuned for that because we love a good creative photo op. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.